If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the end zone. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. That's complete to the rookie's second-round pick. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to the pass rush, gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll throw out of the gun. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one. Back to the air one more time. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
There he goes again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is hard. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the first down. And they will turn it over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. His 12th touchdown of the year. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one is blocked. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The Rams punting unit coming out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Quickly to the outside and complete. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Broncos.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Denver 1st down. We are through 1. 6-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Broncos. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Broncos extend their advantage to 13-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one intercepted. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. The Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right back to the air following that pick six. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That'll be intercepted. He gets free. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Denver. The kicking team on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos able to add on. It is now 27-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring that out, a poor one. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job at the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll look to throw again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That is hauled in at the 5. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Five yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. And that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing now from the gun. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's going to work out just fine. Good kick, well covered, touchdown at the 5. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you could bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Quick throw here is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. The Broncos will add one more onto their big lead.
Rams 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. His throw left side is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to the air one more time. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. He'll drop to throw. That one taken in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You simply just can't allow that ball to be completed, Mike. I mean, there's no time left. You understand there's 2 options. There's a take a shot Hail Mary into the end zone, or there's throw the ball underneath and try for a couple laterals. At the end of the first half, it's probably just going to be a Hail Mary, and you got to go up and knock that ball down.
And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little bit further before they head to the locker room. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
That makes the score Broncos 34, Rams 11.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here's 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Back to the ground after the penalty. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
No chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. He'll look to throw. That is brought in. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it. And not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
He's going to keep it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll take it on in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, L.A. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
Really nice job there by the running back, just staying alive. And really what he does the best, Mike, is stay in the quarterback's line of sight. Once a quarterback starts moving sideways towards the boundary, you got to stay in phase with him. You don't want to drift. You don't want to make that quarterback throw it back across his body. This was perfect how he stayed in line with him. Easy throw, easy catch, easy touchdown.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Broncos have it.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10. Through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll send him over to the left. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead, despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Man in motion, heading left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 47 yards out. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Broncos will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll air one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Denver. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. But he'll gather it back in. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick six or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Now a give up the middle. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Tackle with the goal line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll run. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Quick throw here is complete. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's dropped off for Walker. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Walker. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 1st and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Taking it down. This one is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So the